Hi, my name's Isaac, and this is a 2020 Ford Escape Titanium, and today I'm going to show you guys around it. You know, I would have loved to have been in the meeting where they designed this generation of the Escape. I imagine it went something like this. Hey Jackson, have you ever seen a Mazda 3? Yeah, I know what a Mazda 3, why did you bring a printed out picture? Could you make the next generation of the Escape look happier than this Mazda 3? Yeah, I guess we could try.
Do it!
All right, Greg, here you go. One very happy looking SUV.
Good, Anakin. Good.
My name is Jackson. Okay, so that's most certainly not what happened, but if you've been watching this channel long enough, you know I have a very vivid imagination. Before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to Ciocca Ford in Quakertown, Pennsylvania for allowing me to do this review. Because of everything going on right now, they're operating a little bit differently, but they are currently offering contactless test drives, and you can purchase vehicles directly through their website and pick them up at the dealer. I'll leave a link in the description below. So starting out up front here on the 2020 Escape, as I obviously mentioned in the beginning, you're going to get this giant grille, this very happy, smiley grille, with these almost like eye-shaped headlights. You're gonna have LEDs in those. You're also gonna have LED down here in your fog lights. You're gonna get parking sensors on the front bumper and on the side, as well as a camera up top right above the mirror. I often forget to mention that. Most vehicles nowadays have those. That's for your lane departure warning, your radar guided cruise control, stuff like that. Underneath the hood, this Escape is powered by a 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder, making 250 horsepower and 275 foot-pound of torque. Moving to the profile of the Escape, I believe these are 20-inch, maybe 22-inch wheels on here. There's no window sticker, so we're gonna guess. Those are probably in the ballpark of 22. Leave your guess in the comment section. How big are those wheels? Pretty big. They also have this two-tone design going on, not too dissimilar to the Explorer we reviewed last week, but I actually reviewed 20 minutes ago. Isn't that crazy how the magic of editing works? Moving on to the profile here, further down, you're gonna get a body-colored mirror with a turn signal indicator, and then this is gonna have sensors for keyless entry, so you can lock and unlock the vehicle just by tapping that and then opening it. Boop. You're gonna have plastic body cladding down the bottom here. This has a shark fin, no antenna. Very interestingly, some of the F-150s and other trucks like Silverados still have an antenna, like a traditional antenna that sticks up. That's kind of wacky to me. I don't know. Somebody in the comment section will know. This is going to be a wild comment section on this video. We're going to be guessing tires. Later, we're asking for prayer requests. You're going to be explaining why vehicles still have traditional antennas and not shark fins. It'll be wild. Visit the comment section. Also, if you could leave a like on this video, that would help my channel a lot. That would get this video out to more people. If you actually would want to show this video to more people, I don't know if you would. I don't know if I would. Moving to the back of the Escape, it does have Escape spelled out the back. I really like that lettering. Titanium EcoBoost badges. You're going to get a backup camera and parking sensors. This also does have a tow hitch. This is a max towing capacity of 3,500 pounds, which isn't bad for a small SUV like this. Moving to the key fob, lock, unlock, remote start. This, just like the Explorer we did, also has the ability to open the tailgate with the fob. Ooh, there's a picture up here that says if you put your foot underneath it, it'll also open the tailgate. So let's give that the old college try. So let's pretend we have something incredibly heavy in our hands, like this key fob. Whoa. Okay. It's not, oh, aha, we did it. That's not too hard. So then we put our, our heavy load in there, and then we're good. Actually, I should probably take the key out so I don't accidentally lock it in there. Probably should have left that open so I could tell you about the cargo volume. Moving fully inside to the back here, you do have 65.4 cubic feet of cargo space back here if you fold the second row seats down, which is nice. Also of note, you do have a full-size spare tire back here. Most of the time nowadays, they're gonna give you a fix-a-flat system, especially on these smaller SUVs. I had a Hyundai that had that. Pretty inconvenient. If you just wanna repair the tire, it's really nice to have a full-size spare tire in there. All right, so I'm actually going to go into the interior here in first person just because I keep leaving my camera outside and it is so hot out today that the camera actually keeps dying. It keeps saying, hey, it's overheating. So I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through the interior of the Escape here. It's really, really nice. I guess the first thing I want to touch on is this guy right here. So when you turn the vehicle on, this little tiny display comes up, and that's actually going to be a heads-up display of your speed and everything. I think that's really, really neat. You can see that right there. Very, very cool. I hope more Fords adopt that eventually, and I hope really more vehicles in general adopt that. Very cool. Moving down here though, you do have an all-digital gauge cluster. We're very low on fuel. Okay, so we'll turn that off. It is all digital. I'll insert some footage here from the Explorer video. Very similar in that vein. You're going to get pretty much all the steering wheel controls you need to control that on the wheel here on this side. And on this side, your standard Bluetooth, everything like that. On the door panel, you get this very interesting texture that kind of fades out with these dots. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty neat. And then you kind of get this wood grain-ish texture right here. That's pretty neat. I think it kind of gives the black and tan of the interior a flair. You're going to get the infotainment system here from Ford. Their sync system is really awesome. Very, very responsive overall. It's very cool. A lot of different settings you can go into. This one also has Ford Pass Connect, which I mentioned in the Explorer video. Basically what you do is it's a free app you can download on your phone, and then you can remote start your car from pretty much anywhere in the United States. You can also lock and unlock it and do a couple other features. I think that's really neat there too. Below that you get your physical dials and stuff, your controls. Really nice to see a volume knob. You're also going to get your climate controls down here, the heated seats and heated steering wheel on this titanium edition. And then below that, you're going to get the same dial that you use to control the shifter, basically. This is the shifter that is on the Explorer. I really like how Ford's doing this. I think Ram really implements it very nicely as well on their vehicles. And it takes up a lot less space. And it's very quick to get used to. Put your foot on the gas, or put your foot on the brake. Don't put your foot on the gas. And once you put your foot on the brake, you just twist this into the gear you want to be into. It also says that on the gauge cluster. Parking brake. And then you're going to get your eco modes. Parking assist, which we'll get to a little bit later, and then your, I believe this is your parking sensors, and the auto start stop for the engine if you're at traffic lights, if you want to turn that off. That helps you save a little bit of fuel economy, so it shuts the engine off at traffic lights. In here, you're going to get a couple holders for pens and a USB port, which is really neat. And then up here, you're also going to get a panoramic sunroof, which is really awesome on this Escape. Overall, I think it's very, very nice in here. I really like the textures. Everything feels really nice. This isn't like a leather, it's like a leathery texture, but very soft touch for your arm to rest on. A lot of the time I complain that it's a hard touch texture here, which is pointless because most people actually put their arms here instead of putting their arms here on this armrest. So that's really neat. I think the highlight definitely is the heads-up display on this Escape. And this also does have Bang & Olufsen sound system as well, so that's really neat. Let's take a quick look at the back seats. As I've mentioned before, this is not traditionally how I do it. I can't get my camera to stop overheating if I leave it sitting there in the sun. So moving back here, pretty comfortable. Nothing too crazy back here, pretty standard seating. You can pull this out, and that actually comes down. This is some cup holders, which is really cool. And then you're going to get climate vents back here and a AC 110 outlet, which is really nice. Overall back here, seats are very good. It's giving me a 10-second warning till my camera shuts off because it's overheating again. All right, yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up the back here. All right, I'm here at Ciocca. We are in an Escape with Jeff and Chris, sales associates here, and they're going to demo for us the auto park assist feature. We're going to do it on this Escape. I know it's pretty much the same for the Explorers as well, so I figured we'd just do it once so we didn't have to jump between SUVs. So, here we go. We are going to put it in drive, and then we're going to tap the park button, and then you put your turn signal on for which side you want to go on, and then what you do is you just drive forward, and if you're in a big parking lot like this, what it basically allows you to do is it's going to scan for a parking spot, and then it's going to let us know once it found it. Okay, so it found a parking spot, and then what you do is you put it in neutral, and then I guess you hold the park button down and you take your foot off the brake. And then it is automatically doing this. He does not have his feet on the gas or the brake, and he does not have his hands on the wheel. And this is doing it all by itself. This is really neat. A little nerve-wracking if you get close to another vehicle, but it does have those parking sensors we mentioned earlier on the back and on the front to detect if we're getting close to any vehicle. And it's doing this all automatically. This is really, really cool. And then it's gonna back us up. This is definitely very futuristic tech. Wow, that is just so cool. And then it just pulls it all in. And then once we finish, once it gets us kind of straightened out, oh, it's just gonna keep going. It wants to get closer. We're along for the ride. We are all like gripping. We're all gripping everything. We're like, just in case. It's gonna get in here. And then once we are pulled in nicely, it tells us we're all finished. And that is the active park assist mode. There you go. And I'm gonna leave the website link for these guys in the description if you're looking for a sales associate. So that concludes my review of this 2020 Ford Escape Titanium. Unfortunately, because of everything going on right now, I am not able to drive it, but if you are interested in a Ford Escape Titanium, Ciocca Ford has allowed people to test drive it. What they can do is, if you're interested, you can go to the website and you could schedule a test drive. They get all your information, your license and stuff. Then you show up, the car is cleaned out beforehand, and then you test drive it yourself and then bring it back. And then if you'd like to purchase the car, the whole process is done through the website basically. So you could still purchase this car now if you are looking to get in one of these, which is really cool. These are really neat, zippy little SUVs. Unfortunately, we had a little technical difficulty with the camera overheating. It might be overheating now, I have no idea. So I'll wrap this video up in saying thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any prayer requests, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm trying to get to every comment and I'm praying for all you guys. I hope that your vehicle lasts you a long time, no matter what vehicle you have, and that it serves you well. Take care, guys. You guys are the best. See ya.